Start by understanding what a credit freeze is. A credit freeze, also known as a security freeze, is a tool that lets you restrict access to your credit report. This means lenders and other companies can't view your credit file unless you lift the freeze. It's a powerful way to protect yourself from identity theft and unauthorized credit activity. However, while it's effective, there are some common mistakes people make when setting up or managing a credit freeze. In this video, we'll walk through the most frequent pitfalls and how you can avoid them, ensuring your financial security stays intact. One of the most common mistakes is only freezing your credit at one bureau. In the United States, there are three major credit bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Freezing your credit at just one leaves you vulnerable, as lenders might check your credit with another bureau. To be fully protected, you need to place a freeze with all three. It's a bit of extra work, but it's essential for comprehensive security. Don't assume one freeze covers everything. Take the time to secure your credit across the board. You set up a credit freeze, each bureau will provide you with a PIN or password. This code is crucial because you'll need it to lift or temporarily thaw your freeze in the future. A common mistake is misplacing or forgetting this PIN. Without it, you might face delays or extra steps when you need to access your credit. To avoid this, store your PINs in a secure but accessible place such as a password manager or a locked file. Being organized now saves you headaches later. You share credit accounts with someone else, like a spouse or family member. It's important to communicate about credit freezes. Sometimes people freeze their own credit but forget to tell joint account holders. This can cause confusion or issues if the other person tries to apply for credit and gets denied. Always discuss credit freezes with anyone who shares financial responsibilities with you. Clear communication helps everyone stay on the same page and avoids unnecessary complication. Credit freeze is a strong defense, but it's not a cure-all for identity theft or fraud. Some people mistakenly believe that freezing their credit will stop all types of fraud, but that's not the case. For example, a freeze won't prevent someone from using your existing accounts or stealing your tax refund. It only blocks new credit inquiries. Stay vigilant by monitoring your accounts, using strong passwords, and watching for suspicious activity, even with a freeze in place. Maybe times when you need to apply for new credit, such as a loan or credit card. If you forget to lift your credit freeze before applying, your application could be delayed or denied. This is a common oversight. Before you start any credit application, check if your freeze needs to be temporarily lifted. Most bureaus allow you to do this online or by phone, often for a specific period or for a particular lender. Planning ahead ensures a smooth process. Contact information with the credit bureaus needs to be current. If you move or change your phone number or email, update your details with each bureau. Outdated information can make it difficult to manage your freeze or verify your identity later. This is especially important if you need to lift your freeze quickly. Keeping your records up to date helps you avoid unnecessary complications and ensures you can always access your credit when needed. Many people don't realize that children can be targets for identity theft too. If you have kids, consider placing a credit freeze on their files as well. Criminals sometimes use a child's clean credit history to open fraudulent accounts. By freezing your child's credit, you add an extra layer of protection for your family. Check with each bureau for their process, as it may require additional documentation. Don't overlook this important step in safeguarding your loved one. While a credit freeze is effective, it's not a substitute for regular credit monitoring. Some people think they can ignore their credit reports after freezing them, but it's still important to check for errors or suspicious activity. Set up alerts or use free annual credit report services to stay informed. Monitoring your credit helps you catch problems early and ensures your financial health remains strong, even with a freeze in place. Temporary thaw lets you lift your credit freeze for a limited time or for a specific lender. Some people aren't aware of this option and think they have to permanently remove the freeze to apply for credit. Instead, use a temporary thaw to keep your protection in place while allowing necessary access. Each bureau has its own process, so review their instructions carefully. Using this feature wisely helps you balance security and convenience. Credit freezes are free by law in the United States. However, some people mistakenly pay for services they don't need, thinking a fee is required. Be cautious of third-party companies that offer to manage your freeze for a price. You can place, lift, or remove a freeze directly with each bureau at no cost. Save your money and handle your credit freeze yourself through official channels. It's important to keep records of your credit freeze actions. This includes confirmation emails, letters, and any communication with the bureaus. If there's ever a dispute or issue, having documentation will help you resolve it quickly. Create a dedicated folder, either physical or digital, to store all related information. Staying organized ensures you can easily reference your freeze history whenever needed. Credit bureaus occasionally update their procedures or policies regarding credit freezes. If you're not paying attention to these changes, you might miss important updates that affect how you manage your freeze. Make it a habit to check the bureau's websites or sign up for notifications. Staying informed helps you adapt quickly and maintain effective protection for your credit. Even with a credit freeze, you should review your credit reports at least once a year. This helps you spot errors, unauthorized activity, or outdated information. The law allows you to get a free credit report from each bureau annually. Take advantage of this opportunity to ensure your credit file is accurate and up to date. Regular reviews are a key part of maintaining your financial health. If your personal information is exposed in a data breach, it's wise to freeze your credit as soon as possible. Some people delay or forget this step, leaving themselves at risk for identity theft. Don't wait for problems to arise, act quickly to secure your credit. A timely freeze can prevent criminals from opening new accounts in your name after a breach. Credit freeze restricts most access to your credit report, but some entities can still view it. For example, existing creditors, government agencies, and certain companies with a court order may have access. It's important to know who can see your credit file even when it's frozen. Understanding these exceptions helps set realistic expectations and keeps you informed about your privacy. In managing your credit freeze online, always use strong authentication methods. This means creating complex passwords and enabling two-factor authentication if available. Weak security can make it easier for someone to gain unauthorized access to your freeze settings. Protect your accounts with unique, hard-to-guess credentials and update them regularly for maximum safety. Credit freeze rules can vary slightly by state, especially regarding minors or special circumstances. Some states may have additional protections or requirements. It's a mistake to assume the process is the same everywhere. Check your state's laws or consult the credit bureaus for guidance. Being aware of local regulations ensures you follow the correct steps and get the full benefits of a freeze. Inactive or rarely used credit accounts can still be targeted by fraudsters. Some people forget to freeze these accounts thinking they're safe. However, criminals often look for overlooked accounts to exploit. Make sure to freeze all your credit files regardless of how often you use them. Comprehensive coverage is key to effective protection. If you're married, it's important to coordinate credit freezes with your spouse. Sometimes one partner freezes their credit but the other forgets, leaving a gap in protection. Discuss your plans and make sure both of you have freezes in place if needed. This teamwork approach helps secure your household's financial future. Always use the official websites of the credit bureaus to manage your freeze. Some people fall for phishing scams or unofficial sites that steal personal information. Double-check URLs and look for secure connections before entering any details. Using only trusted sources keeps your information safe and ensures your freeze is properly managed. After placing a freeze, verify that it's active with each bureau. Sometimes, technical errors or incomplete steps can leave your credit unprotected. Log into your accounts or call the bureaus to confirm your freeze status. Taking this extra step gives you peace of mind and ensures your efforts are effective. Some credit bureaus offer a credit lock service, which is similar to a freeze but managed through an app or online account. While not a replacement for a freeze, it can be a useful tool for added convenience. Understand the differences and consider if a lock fits your needs. Just remember, locks may not have the same legal protections as freezes. A credit freeze is only as secure as the devices you use to manage it. If your computer or smartphone is compromised, criminals could access your freeze settings. Keep your devices updated, use antivirus software, and avoid public Wi-Fi when handling sensitive information. Protecting your technology is an essential part of overall credit security. It's important to know the process for unfreezing your credit before you actually need to do it. Each bureau has its own steps and you'll need your PIN or password. Review the instructions ahead of time so you're prepared. This knowledge helps you act quickly when you need to apply for credit or resolve an issue. If you become a victim of identity theft, freezing your credit should be one of your first steps. Some people delay this action, hoping the issue will resolve itself. However, acting quickly can stop further damage and prevent new fraudulent accounts. Don't wait, freeze your credit immediately if your identity is compromised. When managing your credit freeze online, always use a secure, private internet connection. Public Wi-Fi networks can be risky as hackers may intercept your information. Stick to your home network or use a trusted VPN for added security. This simple step helps keep your personal data safe from prying eyes. Credit bureaus may send you important updates or alerts about your freeze. Ignoring these messages can cause you to miss critical information, such as changes to your freeze status or security warnings. Always read communications from the bureaus and respond promptly if action is needed. Staying engaged helps you manage your freeze effectively. Freeze confirmation letters, PINs, and other documents should be stored securely. If someone gains access to these, they could potentially lift your freeze without your permission. Use a locked file cabinet, encrypted digital storage, or a password manager to keep your information safe. Protecting your documentation is just as important as the freeze itself. It's easy to forget about your credit freeze once it's in place, but periodic reviews are important. Check your freeze status every few months to ensure it's still active and your information is up to date. This habit helps you catch any issues early and keeps your protection strong over time. In case you lose access to your freeze or need urgent help, it's helpful to know how to contact each credit bureau quickly. Keep a list of their customer service numbers and online support links. Being prepared for emergencies ensures you can resolve issues without unnecessary delays. Besides a freeze, credit bureaus offer alert services that notify you of changes to your credit file. Some people overlook these tools, but they can provide early warnings of suspicious activity. Consider signing up for alerts to add another layer of protection to your financial life. If your wallet is lost or stolen, your personal information could be at risk. Some people forget to freeze their credit in this situation, which can leave them exposed to fraud. Take immediate action by freezing your credit and monitoring your accounts for any unusual activity. Credit freeze is a valuable tool, but it has its limitations. It won't stop all types of fraud, such as unauthorized use of existing accounts or medical identity theft. Understanding what a freeze can and cannot do helps you set realistic expectations and take additional steps for protection where needed. Educating your family about credit freezes and their importance is crucial. If your loved ones don't understand how freezes work, they might make mistakes or overlook important steps. Share your knowledge and encourage everyone to take proactive measures. A well-informed family is better protected against identity theft. Errors can occur during the freeze process, such as incorrect personal information or technical glitches. Always double-check your details and confirm that your freeze request was processed correctly. If you spot any mistakes, contact the bureau immediately to resolve them. Attention to detail helps you avoid future problems. If you have the option to choose your own PIN or password for your credit freeze, avoid using the same code for multiple bureaus or other accounts. Unique PINs make it harder for criminals to gain access. Store them securely and never share them with anyone you don't trust. Major life events such as marriage, divorce, or moving can affect your credit needs. After such changes, review your credit freeze status and update your information as necessary. This ensures your protection remains effective and adapts to your current situation. When you need to temporarily lift your freeze, consider the timing carefully. Some lenders may take longer to process applications, so plan your thaw period accordingly. Giving yourself enough time helps avoid delays and ensures your credit is available when you need it. Credit bureaus often update their systems and offer new tools for managing freezes. Stay up to date with the latest technology such as mobile apps or online dashboards to make managing your freeze easier and more secure. Embracing new features can enhance your protection and simplify the process. If a family member passes away, review their credit freeze status and notify the bureaus. Criminals sometimes target the deceased for identity theft. Taking steps to secure their credit file helps prevent posthumous fraud and protects your loved one's legacy. If you own a business, remember that business credit is separate from personal credit. Some people forget to secure their business credit files, leaving them open to fraud. Check with business credit bureaus and consider similar protective measures for your company's financial health. If you legally change your name, update your credit freeze information with all bureaus. Failing to do so can cause confusion or access issues later. Make sure your records match your current legal name for smooth management of your credit freeze. If you move abroad or have international credit needs, remember that U.S. credit freezes don't apply to foreign credit bureaus. Research the rules in your new country and take steps to protect your credit there as well. International moves require extra attention to keep your financial identity safe. Avoiding common mistakes with credit freezes is all about staying vigilant and informed. By understanding the process, keeping your information up to date, and regularly reviewing your freeze status, you can protect yourself from identity theft and credit fraud. Remember, a credit freeze is a powerful tool, but it works best when combined with good security habits and proactive monitoring. Stay safe and take control of your financial future.